Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, going to be a ZVT here on Blackburn, the latter edition for you. Bottom right, we've got MackWinston, a red Zerg player. Bottom left, we have Frost, a blue Terran player. And yeah, this is a Patreon cast of someone who's a patron of mine at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $10 a month, which gives them the right to send me any replay one time a month, and I'll cast it, no questions asked. And again, if you want to support me at patreon.com, you can do so as little as $1 a month. And if you want to support me here on YouTube, hit that join button for as little as $2 a month. All right. So, scouting out, double gas here from Frost. No expansion, and oh, not a Reaper. A Marine opening here for Frost. All right, so 16 hatch here, 18, 17, all as well for MackWinston, playing Zerg today. Overlord in the good perching spot. Double racks opening with double gas into a factory. So this is a one-base play. Maybe it's going to be a 2-1-1. So 2 barracks, 1 factory, 1 starport for an aggressive opening versus Zerg that is fairly hard to hold off if you execute it correctly. So we've got Zerglings coming out across the map here. And they're just not getting through the wall. There's 2 Marines holding it, so yeah, that's about it. So you have some Banelings, maybe. Yeah, and there's your starport. Dude, what year is it? Frost is going 2-1-1 here. You watched some replays from Beyond from like 2012 and was like, yo, 2-1-1 time, baby. Oh, making a Liberator. 2 Liberators on a reactor? So Liberator opening, and then defending with Marines behind a wall, and then still not expanding, getting an Engineering Bay instead. MackWinston taking a 3rd, which is pretty dangerous. All things considered, going for... Oh, man. Going for that seems really, really problematic. So, double Liberator... Oh, man. 2 Liberators show up? Like, 1 Liberator is annoying enough, and we've got a Spore. MackWinston knows what's up. About 4.5 minutes, you want to have a Spore ready to go? Sets up, and oh, makes it out of there. Sets up in range of the Spore, not the best control. And then tries to set up over here, but the Spore can reburrow very quickly, and yeah. So this is just not working out. I mean, Liberator, stab. What? Okay, all right, everybody calm down here a little bit. Everything's going to be fine. Liberators come into the natural base. Queens still fighting away here. Doing their best. Okay, all right, 2 of the Liberators die. Yep, 2 of the Liberators die. One of them was really injured already, and they're trying to kill this Overlord, but they kind of stink at air targets, especially single air targets there. And yeah, this is good play for MackWinston. I like it quite a bit. He's defending very, very well. Frost, I mean, if he combined this with some Marines on the attack, I think it'd go very much better for him. He's expanded behind it. He's going for a double command center play inside the main base after this, which is absolutely insane. Wow. So worker count is 46-29 in favor of the Zerg, which makes sense, and a good job dealing with the harassment. Why are there 2 medevacs here? No, but, oh, he rallied him over here. No. Bring them back home and put stuff in them. Just a bad rally. Ooh, 18 drones at once here for MackWinston is dead impressive shenanigans there for sure. Okay, so these medevacs heading out. These 2 are just here for additional healing purposes, I guess. If that's what you're into, I suppose. We're going to unload, set up siege mode, and oh boy, this is getting real dangerous all of a sudden. And this is what I'm talking about. These little, it's not a 2-1-1 necessarily. Shrinking up to 8 minutes is kind of early, but dropping in the main base with a ton of Marines is so dangerous and so hard for lower level Zerg players to handle. Got a Hydralisk Den. Oh, does take down a Liberator, but also gets killed. Lings rolling in, don't like what they see. They pull back. Are they just completely giving up their main base? Oh, there's Mutalisks on the way, and Banelings too. Do we have centrifugal hooks? No. We don't have centrifugal hooks at all. Okay, Corruptors fighting against the medevacs. I like that play quite a bit. Corruptors against medevacs are really good. Marines aren't as good at killing Corruptors as they are killing Mutalisks. So Hydralisk Den goes down. Medevacs run away. There's more Medevacs coming in. Oh no, we're just feeding the Corruptors more medevacs, I guess. Dude, Frost, your control though. Trying to take down the spawning pool. It's not on creep, so it's losing HP. No, got it. Got the spawning pool. Aided by the fact that it was off. Dude, these broodlings are killing these Marines. I haven't seen broodlings do that much damage in a long time. Tank gets killed, and okay. All right, MackWinston says, deep breath, remake the spawning pool, remake the main hatchery. Gonna have to upgrade something else to a lair, which is something you gotta do, Mac, is if you lose your lair or your hive or whatever, you gotta upgrade another one of your bases to a lair, but I guess losing the spawning pool, if you lose that before you start making your replacement lair, then you can't. So yeah, getting that lair up is a little bit difficult. Fourth base is on the way for MackWinston though, which is fantastic. He has Mutas, he has Lings, he has Banes. Frost's answer here needs to be Widow Mines. I know he's got 2 tanks and Marines and stuff here, but you're just going to get rolled by Ling, Bling, Muta if you don't have any Widow Mines to do some splash damage on those Lings and Banelings when they show up to murder you right in the face. So Ling's cruising around trying to see what? There is a bit of an attack moving out, but again, this is just Marines. Like, Marines are good, but if your enemy has Banelings, especially at this level, you're just going to have a bad time. Oh, man. Okay, well, nope. He doesn't like what he sees, so he's going to drop into the 4th base and try to take that down. But Baneling's got to engage. Oh, they were a little late to the party, but they did manage to get the connections they wanted, and that's another unit that's better at lower leagues than it is at the higher leagues. Banelings are good at pro level. They're very good at lower level because, yep, you show up with slow Banelings on creep. The Terran doesn't just pick up and get out of there like they should, and bam, everybody's dead. Everyone's very, very dead. Replacement Hydralisk Den is on the way. We're getting an Infestation Pit. The Terran has got, well, what, 4 barracks here, a couple factories, got an armory, got double engineering bay for double upgrades that are happening right now, +1, or +2 rather, for the infantry units. Creep spread pretty good. Mac, the priority here is connecting all your bases with creep, so he's doing that. And then pushing up along the left side here too. Corruptors sharking around, and you can actually caustic spray a building that's under construction. So they can't quite take it down. The Marines show up and deal with that, dude. Sneaky expansion here from Frost, though. I like it. They just tosses down 100 mules at this kind of 3rd or 4th base location. And the 6 o'clock, I don't know that Mac knows about this at all, actually. No, he doesn't. He doesn't know about this or about this, dude, in the dark. In the dark a little bit here. Lurker, there he goes. I was going to say, Lurkers are good at this level, too. So, Lurkers, Banelings, incredible stuff. Widow Mines, also incredible stuff. And so far, another base for MackWinston on the top right. Hoorah! Throwing up missile turrets because you're worried about Corruptors showing up and peeing all over your buildings. I can understand that. Static defense is always going to be good in the lower leagues, too. Adrenal glands on the way. All right, +1 melee attack on the way here, too. And then another bit of aggression here from Frost. Thinking about it. Shark it around. Is he going to set up shop here and actually try to get something done? I don't know. He gets an extractor, but the Lurkers are up. And are we going to... Oh, boy. Are we going to... maybe. I don't know about coming down here, but he's going to come down here. Tank down. Corruptor's getting some... Yo, you left your medevacs to die. There you go. Medevac's getting out of there, and that is enough to convince MackWinston to pull back as well. So, 13 Hydras in production here. MackWinston is maxed out. He's got 71 workers to 78 for Frost. Big drop coming into the main base. Into some spores. A couple medevacs die as a result. Oh, jeez. All right, so Hydra's fighting. Overseers here just in case there's Widow Mines, but there aren't any. And then fungal plays from MackWinston. That's what we like to see. Spellcaster usage at these lower league games makes all the difference in the absolute world. If you can figure out spellcasting, you're going to be in a pretty darn good position in general. All right, so Frost, he needs to transfer some SCVs to this southern base here at the 6 o'clock because he's way oversaturated over at his 9 o'clock. MackWinston on the warpath a little bit here anyway. Lurkers up. Do they have the seismic spines upgrade? They don't, but if they did, it'd be better. Just kind of sacking some Hellions here. Big time engage. And nice Fungals getting tossed down, but still a lot of Terran left. Not really enough to finish off these guys that are in the red. So dicey situation. The Lurkers are like, well, nothing's actively... Oh, they are actively shelling us with tanks. Never mind, we dead. Another great Fungal. Fantastic Fungal play, but all the Zerg player dies. All the Zerg stuff dies anyway there because you still have enough... You have to have enough there to actually kill the units that you've brought down to low health. So MackWinston taking a 6th base, but the counterattack is real. This base is probably going to die. Setting up Liberators. Hellion, there you go. Hatch down, and Frost is up 198 to 150 supply. But there's a ton of Lurkers here, which he scans and sees and says, okay, there's a bajillion Lurkers here. I'd rather not engage with that if I don't have to. Pulling back. More Lings in production. MackWinston trying to get back up there to that maxed out number. His Lings, do they have good upgrades and whatnot? The answer is he's got +1 and Adrenal and +2 Ground Carapace, which is good. But maybe not enough. These poor medevacs are out of energy. That's a good thing about catching a huge group of bio with Fungals, is that the medevacs drain themselves of energy trying to heal everybody up, and then they're not as good in future battles. 12 o'clock for Mac is very important for him to hold this, because Frost is on a great number of bases. He's maxed out. He's accumulating a bank, which is never what you want to see from a Terran. Top left here from Frost is getting taken as well, and I'm surprised he hasn't tried taking this gold, although there's a Lurker sitting here, so that probably has something to do with it. Ooh, okay, going for a Fusion Core. Like a really late transition into battle cruisers could be very interesting as well. Lurkers, defend. Do we have the upgrades for the Lurkers yet? Do we have a Hive yet? Yeah, we've got a Hive yet. You got to get the upgrades for the Lurkers, Lurker bro. If you're going to be a Lurker bro, you got to have the Adaptive Talons and the Seismic Spines upgrade, don't ya know? All right, Lurkers. Oh, okay, getting a little high ground harassed here. And punching into the 6 o'clock base is a really smart idea. Oh, taking another orbital will be awesome. Can't quite do it, but it is burning. Will Frost repair it? I don't know. Oh, takes down the gold base here. And then picks up, boosts out, and lands at the 12 o'clock. Remember when I said the 12 o'clock is really important? It is really important. It dies. And on the rampage, though, on the warpath. Banelings exploding on tanks is not what you want. See how many Banelings are exploding on tanks there. There's Broodlords up from Mac. There's battle cruisers on the way from Frost. He's working on nukes here too. Is Frost. Banelings connecting. The orbital command once again forced to float away. He knows how to repair. Frost does. Frost is playing this pretty well actually. Some Broodlings in the mix. Both orbital commands that were under attack do survive the day. MackWinston sending more reinforcements down. That Lurker gets healed. And, I mean, Frost is doing a pretty good job of not just standing in there and taking Baneling shots and not just taking Lurker shots. At least for the past, 10, 15 minutes or so. That first Baneling attack that he lost everybody there was brutal. But since then, he's been all right. More Infestors coming in. Do we have Neural Parasite? No, that'd be good. I don't know if you know there's battle cruisers coming, though, MackWinston. It's kind of the problem of the day here. Creep spread, pushing. Overlords rallying to the front, which is always dangerous. If you're rallying your Overlords to the front here by accident, it's never a good thing. And just, he's not taking the gold. I think he kind of needs to win with this push. I mean, is it exaggerating to say that's the case here? Oh, man. A drop in the top right, doing some serious work. The Spores are doing amazing against the medevacs. But eventually they're dead. The hatch goes down, and MackWinston's sources of income are falling quickly here. He does clean up what's left with Banelings and Lings and whatnot, and the medevacs get killed. That's a minor victory. Where are the battlecruisers hiding, and where are there so many of them? Is he hiding? Oh, I guess there's like 4. There's 6 in production at a time. He's got enough gas income to do it, I think. If he had this base, it'd be better. Look at him taking this refinery. He's not even making planetaries today. Man, how gutsy do you have to be not be making planetaries against a Zerg player, right? He's got, okay, he has 1, but this top left one should definitely be a planetary too, but Yeah, that way you don't have to use as many banelings to kill the planetary. You can pull him back for a future battle. That's part of the thing. The reason you planetary is not so it's invincible, but so that the Zerg player has to use a bunch of banelings to kill it that they would rather not. Ah! Surprise! Says Frost! Oh no! Surprise 10 battle cruiser play with Yamato with 2/2 upgrades as well. Oh man, I don't think there's enough for Mac to deal with this. He's got 16 Hydralisks and an Infestor. He's building Corrupt. Oh, I think this might just be it. I think this might be it. Frost taking a casual stroll through Zergville. MackWinston's like, we must win now. His battle cruiser can't. If they come home, we're dead. But maybe if he doesn't come home, we can win. The Lurkers are just not getting as much damage that they need to. God, this top right base is going to die again to aforementioned battle cruisers, which are operational. I can't believe he's not getting +3 air weapons. He's getting vehicle attack, which, okay, I mean, you do have 11 tanks, so sure. Oh boy. Mac, he's on one base of economy right now. Top right died. The 12 o'clock is gonna die. Mac's building corruptors. He's got 5 of them. He doesn't have enough gas really to make any more. Saturating these extractors with workers would be amazing. Absolutely sick. But man, who expects the mass battle cruiser transition at 20 minutes? I certainly do not. So yeah, Mac lost his gold, top right twice, 12 o'clock twice. I mean, technically, this right side 3 o'clock base isn't dead, but it's mined out. The main is mined out. There's one base of income, and Frost is on the rampage. All right, well, I don't know. MackWinston has given up here. He's not really... He doesn't have enough to do this. He's got 5 Corruptors and 16 Hydras. Like, no. That's not enough to defeat this. What is his APM? Is he AF? He's AFK'd. He's got 0 APM. Wait, no. It's creeping up again. I don't know what he... 200? What is he doing? I mean, the Broodlords are like, we can help! Quick! Launch your Broodlings on top of the battle cruisers. That'll work, right? And GG! MackWinston. GG's out. Frost is your winner. So despite the fact that MackWinston is my patron, and he sent me this replay today, he lost. Which is just, again, something that I really appreciate from players who send me replays, is if they lose, that way next time you see a MackWinston replay, you're not like, oh, well, he just wins. I don't have to watch this. He could win, he could lose. So, like, put MackWinston's name down on your list of players on Falcon Paladin's channel where, hey, we don't know who's going to win or lose here. Yeah, that was rough. That's the thing about VCs. You can transition into them, and if your enemy, if the Zerg just doesn't have the right answer, which is a bunch of Corruptors, or, like, Infestors with a ton of Neural Parasite energy available, you just die. And that's exactly what happened here. I mean, Mac was like, I don't have enough gas to really make all the Corruptors I need. They don't have the upgrades they would need to hang with this 2/2 battle cruiser army either. So really good back and forth. Not bad. I think Mac was really holding his own with a Ling, Hydra, Lurker, Baneling style army with some Infestor support. But then the battle cruisers arrived, and that was the end of the story. Frost was just able to get enough income on enough bases to afford a ton of battle cruiser production. And that's all that she wrote. So GG. Well done indeed to Frost. MackWinston gave it a valiant effort, did not come out on top. Ended up losing 46,000 resources to only 26 from Frost here today. I mean, workers lost 65 to 34, bases, 7 hatcheries, a lair, and a hive went down. And only 2 bases died from Frost. So, I mean, those numbers alone are problematic. So, GG. Well done. And that is going to be it for me today. So, this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a bonus Patreon match. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. The path of ascension